Oh my goodness gracious. I am live on YouTube. So it has been a minute since I've been live on YouTube. So welcome in to those of you that are new and joining me for maybe the first time. I'm also going to go live on my Instagram and see how this works. Bear with me 1 second. Maybe we'll get someone joining us live. Okay. Going live on Instagram too. This is wild. Hi everyone, welcome in to this new moon in Gemini. I'm officially going live from two places at once, which is wild to me and kind of blows my mind. I haven't done it in a minute. So welcome in wherever you're joining, either Instagram, which is Cards and Coffee with Janine, or on YouTube. So today, let's get into this Gemini new moon that we have coming up. It's going to be on Saturday, June 17th. Just kidding, Sunday, June 18th at 12:37 a.m. So we're getting into that energy right now, right? Where we're starting to feel into it. And I took a lot of wonderful notes. Oh, hi, Cece. How are you? I'm also on YouTube right now, too. How are you? Which is Cards and Coffee with Janine over there as well. So feel free to subscribe over there as well. I'm nervous but excited. So as I was saying, the new moon in Gemini is this Sunday in the wee hours of the morning, and there's so many interesting things going on with this new moon. Oh no, I'm so sorry you had a flat tire. That sucks. This one of my life goals actually is to learn how to change it myself. I know Lara Papan, am I saying that right? From the 70s show. She has like a video on her Instagram about how to do it. And she made it look really pretty easy. But yeah, I'm so sorry. That sucks. But yeah, hopefully this reading will uplift your spirits. And before I get into the energies at play, I just want to say a quick shout out to Rebel Venus Astrology. She is on Instagram and she's a fantastic astrologer. So I give you the cliff notes of astrology and more so focus on the tarot and oracle readings here. But definitely please do check out her page because she's wonderful and so detailed. So I'm just going to quickly run down what a new moon in Gemini means, and then we'll get into the cards. All right. So what does it mean? Gemini is a mutable air sign. So, and the air signs always deal with, our mind and communications and thought streams coming in. And we have a lot of other transits going on at the same time that might be a tad conflicting. So let me just get into it. But I think it will be good for us. I do think it will be productive, new moon. So the first thing that might be a little conflicting is where Gemini might want us to go rational and be logical in our decision making. This new moon is squaring Neptune and Pisces, and that is dreamy upon dreamy. So this new moon, the best way to kind of get clarity might not be in a straightforward manner or a logical manner. You might have to refer to like your intuition more than your logic, or at least find that bounce between the two. But I think it's going to lean heavily on your intuition. And I think one way to tap into that this new moon is going to be through allowing yourself to daydream. And to just, connect with your heart. The other planets at play at this time, and transits, I should say, is Mars and Venus are both in Leo. And Leo is the ruler of the heart. And that is how we're going to really kind of connect in to our mind, is through our heart. Big surprise. That is our central chakra. And when we connect in with that, honestly, everything becomes clear. Even, I can't say the word. During some of the fogginess that this time might bring up, we can rely on our heart to let us know what gives us joy, what gives us passion, to kind of fuel us. So, I think the thing about this new moon is to be really intentional with our words and make sure they're lining up with what's in our heart. It's a real moment to be like, am I being authentic? And, I think that you find that answer out first inwardly. So let's see. Hold on one second. I'm just going to navigate something here on YouTube's. Okay. I just want to make sure the chat's up on there as well. So yeah, you want to navigate what's in your heart inwards first, don't outsource that. But then once you do, actions do speak louder than words. So it's gonna be, after you find that clarity, then showing up in that and being bold and not afraid to take up space. Another tarot card reader and astrologer I love, Sarah Verba, I was watching her reading on the new moon in Gemini, and she pulled the Queen of Wands, which is one of my favorite cards. And the Queen of Wands is genuinely associated with fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the message that she gave, the way she interpreted that card, was so interesting to me, which is just that we need to be okay with taking up space. And if you look at the Queen of Wands, her legs are apart. She's kind of sitting almost like the Emperor is, in this powerful stance of not being afraid to take up space. So I do think that's what this new moon is going to be about. We're exploring it. So don't be afraid to explore your heart, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Get into it. Don't avoid the messiness. Saturn is also stationing retrograde in Pisces. So there could be a lot of lessons coming up around that. Because as Rebel Venus Astrology also noted, that's Pisces is the final sign of the zodiac, right? So it's a very culminative vibe. And when Saturn's in it, especially in retrograde, we're reflecting on all of the lessons we've learned pretty much for the past, 11 Saturn returns. So it's going to bring up a lot to the surface to explore. So we'll just be voyagers in that sense. And let's see if there's anything else I want to touch on. And then the last final thing that I have here is the Pluto retrograde squaring the nodes. Again, got this all from Venus, Rebel Venus Astrology. So karmic storylines, right, being worked out. So the North and the South node. The North node kind of rules your destiny in this lifetime, and the South node deals with the past lifetimes. So, and Pluto is the planet of the underworld, right? And what's hidden. But when it's squaring the nodes and with everything else coming on, I don't know how well it's going to stay hidden because it's coming up for our review. So our destiny is literally coming up for review. So I think it's a big time for karma to be playing out too. So just show yourself compassion at this time, because no matter what side you're on of that karma, the world needs that at this time. So show yourself compassion so that you can also show that to other people. All right. So with that being said, I am going to get into the cards. And I'm going to try to keep this a half hour long. So I picked two decks, Crystal Visions and the Ghost Tarot. And my reasoning being they just kind of felt mercurial to me. And then I have messages from the mermaids for our oracle guide. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Crystal Visions for the collective read and just pull 3 cards. And then for the elements, I'm going to pull a card for the 4 signs. The 4 elements: fire, water, air, and earth. Definitely didn't do that in the usual order. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So at this point, I'm going to start the tarot card reading. So if you guys just want to Take a deep breath in. And then maybe one more in for 2. Hold for 2. And out for 4 through your nose. Okay, that was definitely through my mouth, but it's all good. All right, so let's get into it. I have my Tiger's Eye wand again here with me, and not my selenite one, but this wand, I've been bonding with it all week. Tiger's Eye is a stone of strategy, wisdom, strategy and wisdom. It helps us balance our energy, and it's like psychically protective. So I feel like it's a good one to use for this new moon. And then these little gems right here are garnet, which connects us to our desires and our passions. So I feel like it's an appropriate one for this new moon. So here we go. Let's welcome in the guides and guardians of the 4 elements in spirit and cast a circle. Here we go. I welcome in the guides and guardians of the East, element of air. Thank you for giving us messages of clarity, this new moon in Gemini that we have coming up. Help us to see what we need to see, especially at this time in our lives and at this point in our unfolding destiny. Help us to understand the lessons so that we don't have to repeat them and can begin to move forward on our own karmic path of destiny in a way that serves the highest good of all. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the South, element of fire, thank you for being here today. And under this new moon in Gemini we have this weekend, thank you for helping us to burn clean all that no longer serves us and to welcome in our deepest passions and desires at this time. Let us daydream them into existence. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the West, element of water, thank you for being here today and under this new moon in Gemini this weekend to help us to embody compassion, love, and grace. Help us to forgive ourselves so that we may forgive others, and allow for our heart space to heal so that we can fully embody our whole truth. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the North, element of earth, thank you for keeping us patient and protected as we continue to do our work, to do our soul's work here on this earth at this time. Lead us calmly through this next lunar cycle. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. And finally, I welcome in the element of spirit. Thank you for being here today and under this new moon in Gemini this weekend, element of spirit, to show us the synchronicities and signs that will serve us at this time, that will help us to make a next step in our path forward, to be here in the now so we truly see what we need to and hear what we need to and understand what we need to at this time. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. I welcome all guides and guardians of love and light and nothing else. And with that, the circle is cast. Amen. Blessed be harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm Anaho, and so it is. Oof. That felt powerful per usual. All right, here we go. So I'm going to start off with the Crystal Visions Tarot for the collective, and then we'll get into the 4 elements. And I'm going to try to just do one card for each sign. Hello, sunshine. Hey, you caught me just in time. I'm just about to get into the collective card reading. So I think I'm going to do 3 shuffles because that just feels right. I'm just going to say one more quick prayer over the cards. And again, I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot here. And I'm coming to you live from Instagram and YouTube. My Instagram is Cards and Coffee, which you need too. But I finally changed my YouTube to that name too because, you know, this is what I do. It's my passion. It's what I feel is my service to the collective. So it's time to change that. All right, so let's get into these cards. See what the collective messages are for this new moon in Gemini. Okay. Dear God and Goddess, Source Energy, thank you for giving us messages that serve our highest good and the highest good of all in perfect time. Thank you for giving us messages of the highest love, light, and truth. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Aho, and so it is. All right, and I'm just going to do 3 shuffles. Okay, oh, you know what? Let me just move my computer back a little so you guys can see. Some dogs out back there. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, it's a weird angle on me, but you don't really need to see me as much as the cards. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more shuffles, I think. Feels good. Just one more. And definitely feel free to comment thoughts and feelings. I like it. I like that interaction. So definitely always say hi for sure. Ooh, all right. So we've got 2 cards right away. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. I definitely feel like this is what's coming in when we let ourselves daydream. Goodness, that is... Hold on YouTube, it's really bright. I don't know how to white balance that. But we have the Ace of Pentacles coming out first. A new opportunity. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the space for that, to create newness. Just let yourself play. This is coming. You don't have to force it. Oh, okay. Interesting. The Ace of Wands in reverse. All right. Interesting. Really interesting. You know what this feels like to me is maybe not thinking that we have the energy for something new. But we do. It's right here, and we're still like afraid to own it, to claim it, to do it, whatever it is, this opportunity. Or maybe, these are the first 2 cards out, so I always kind of consider them the energy of the recent past. So this could be like, today or earlier this week, it could be that energy too. But regardless, this is talking about a time where something good is in fact here, and then we don't maybe see ourselves as worthier of having the energy, really. But that is not the case, because the Ace wouldn't be here if it weren't for hard work so that the universe could go here. This comes after clearing things that we needed to clear away and doing actions that are aligned with our intentions. So, maybe a great intention to set under this new moon in Gemini would be self-worth. I feel like that definitely does keep coming up this year. You know what I mean? Is the ability to believe that you're worthy of your destiny, not just of like what other people decide is your destiny, because they don't have that right. And this leads me into why I really wanted to pull 7 cards for this spread. And it's because we're in the universal year 7. And today I was kind of channeling when I was getting ready. And sometimes it can be frustrating when you're channeling because you can't always remember everything. But it's coming back to me now, which I'm grateful for, that we're in this universal year 7. So 7 in the tarot is the card, the Chariot. It talks about destiny. It talks about forward movement, about being able to see the dual nature of life, which Gemini as a sign also talks about duality. And so like that is what we're dealing with this year. Last year we were in a universal year 6, which is the Lovers. That was all about decisions. This year, it's like we're taking those decisions that we made last year and we're adding ourselves into the equation, and it's leading us to our destiny. So this year does feel very fated, and whether a lot of manifestation happens or not, it's also like healing so that we can continue on our journey towards our destiny. Wow, I wish I could edit because like my partner could, because I would just start off the video right there. That felt important. All right, so let's see what else wants to come out. Oh, That's weird. A couple cards turned over, but I didn't feel 100% like they wanted to come out. Okay. All right. Well, it's 2 more cards, but they did feel like they wanted to come out. So we have the Strength card. Okay. Major Arcana card, number 8 of the tarot. So Lion, Leo energy, that makes sense because Mars and Venus are in Leo right now. This is talking about that courage to believe in ourselves, our self-worth. You know, and this is also spirit and animal spirit allies being there for us. I'm a huge cat lover, so whenever I see a cat, I just immediately feel supported and better about everything. So this is the courage to take that next step. This is, yes, you are strong enough. Yes, you are ready for whatever that is. Coming right with the Hierophant, which is like, it speaks of tradition. It can speak of marriage and institutions. It could speak about the strength to kind of stand your ground when it comes to things that have been long established. Like I immediately go to trans rights and that, you know, that fight for equality that's going on right now still in 2023. And this just says you have the strength. It's just about standing in your power and standing in your authenticity and being brave enough and bold enough to be you in whatever way that is, you know, and it's not going to be the same expression or, you know, way for everybody, but to just whatever that is, to be you. So this is a lot of, and you know, to the Hierophant again, with the legs kind of like far apart from one another, taking up space, taking up your space and feeling supported in doing so. So this is beautiful, beautiful energy here. All right. I think that's going to be it for the collective because and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So that being our overall energy is just saying that we are co-creating our own reality at this time. The Magician in and of itself is an alchemical symbol, just, you know, kind of representing the fact that we have all the tools and resources we need at our disposal to create a life of authenticity and joy. So I love that the Magician's on the bottom. Oh my gosh. Loves that card. All right. So let's get into the signs. Who wants to go first? Does anyone want to comment? Or I could just feel into it too. For the signs, I am going to use a different deck. I'm going to use the Ghost Tarot. I love this deck. It's just so fun. All right. And if this video resonates with you, if you could do me a favor and just give it like a heart or a like, depending where you're watching this afterwards, that would really help me have the courage to continue to do this work. Not that I need it. Even when I'm scared I'll say the wrong thing or, you know, something always gives me the ability to keep going. Taurus. Okay, so we're going to do earth signs first. Sounds good to me. Thank you, Cece. All right, cool. So earth signs are Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So let's see. Here we go. Message for earth signs. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Do one more shuffle and then try to pull just one here. Really, really, truly. And I put them back if there's too many. Okay, just trying to make sure they're upright if we can help it. Sometimes we can't. All right, that feels good. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Earth signs. Whoa! All right, it's the Two of Wands. Wow, these cards are so interesting. Love that. Okay. You're going to be able to see that as well. Maybe not on YouTube. So the Two of Wands really does, it talks about imagining, so it's a decision-making energy, right? And Wands is all about your passion, your creativity. It's associated with the element of fire. And twos are all about decisions and new beginnings. So this makes a lot of sense, especially with the collective energy that we have going on. Oh my gosh. Hey, Natalie, what's up? So you just caught me. I'm doing one card for each element. So right now we're on earth signs. I can do, are you fire sign? I feel like you're Leo. I can do fire signs next if you'd like. So Two of Wands for the earth signs. So this just talks about being in a space where you want to make a decision. You're in that decision-making mode, and you want to pick the thing that's aligned to like the bigger view. So that's why this ghost, I'm using the ghost tarot just to be quirky. So you want to be looking at what's going to be the thing that maybe is a little outside of your comfort zone, but the thing that's truly aligned to your creativity and passions. Like this is a big energy, a loud energy. So make the decision that's going to, even if it makes you a little uncomfortable, get you out of your comfort zone and into your full creative potential. So Two of Wands for earth signs. Cool. All right, let's do fire signs next. So that would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And if that resonated with you, don't feel like it just has to be like if that's your sun sign. I really do think that everyone should get a free birth chart done. So you can just Google it, free birth chart, and see what your major placements are. So your sun, moon, rising, and then just take away whatever message resonates. But it's fun to break them down by elements, just to give you a little something more specific to hold on to. All right, that feels good. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire signs. Ooh, and we got one card. Oh, so cute. Okay, so this is the Lovers. Another major arcana card. I feel like a lot are popping up today. So this is the card that could talk about relationships, partnerships, and again, head over heart decisions. But I mean, I do feel like you're going to have to balance out the head and the heart. I don't know if I really even believe in head over heart decisions, but the Lovers does talk about important decisions, where, I mean, I guess it's true. It can't all be just your emotions. Like you do want to be able to find some reason within the decision too. But I think that, a lot of reasons that are valid come from your heart space. So this could be just an important time for making decisions that feel balanced. That's another way to kind of like weigh that out. Like, does this feel good in every aspect of my life? And then this could also talk about romance, relationships, but more so the decisions. So a lot of decision making going on. Balanced decisions is what this comes down to, an important one. So, oh my gosh, hello, gourmet recovery. Hey, what's up? All right, so I'm just pulling a card for each sign. So we've done Earth, got Two of Wands here. So decisions that require you to look at the bigger picture and maybe step outside your comfort zone. And then fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, got the Lovers card, which is, again, important decisions coming from a balanced place and maybe some romance and involving relationships too. It could be an important decision involving relationships. And if that is the case, or whatever it's involving, just make sure it's going to balance out at least the important areas of your life or bring balance. Okay, so I'm also doing this on YouTube too, not for the first time, but for the first time in a while. So there's the rest of the deck. I'm like, where did I put the cards? Okay, so let's see. Who wants to go next? Oh my gosh. Oh, Christina. I didn't know. I couldn't see what I'm channeling, girl. I get in it. What's your sign? Let me know. We have water and air left. So let me know what your sun sign is, and we will pull a card for you and all of people who fall under that element. So yeah, let's see what's next. Are you still there, Christina? Let me know. I'm feeling water, so I think I am going to do that one next. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So let's see what card you guys get. And then I will end with, last but not least, certainly air signs for this new moon in Gemini, which is an air sign. All right. But all mutable signs are really going to be affected strongly. Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, and Sagittarius. So everyone's going to be affected. That's why I'm doing the collective reading. Oh, too many cards. Hold on one second. I have a feeling it's the one that fell on the floor, but I want to just... Okay, when's your birthday? All I need is like a month and a date. Oh, water signs. Okay, that's two. We're going to try for one. Let me just concentrate on water signs for a second here. And then let me know, Christina. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Water signs, water signs. Felt like one flipped, but... Oh, jeez. All right, a little chaotic energy there, water signs. There we go. Got one. Ooh, okay. Makes sense why it was taking a minute. Okay, this picture is a bit intense. So 9 of Swords. This talks about unnecessary worry and anxiety, and like kind of being kept up at night by like your worst fears, but they're not real. And that's the important part to remember. And this is like but the more you think about something, the more you call it into existence, which I know isn't comforting with this card. So you know what? I just want to be the first one to tell you it's normal. If you do feel anxious and worried, I mean, there are a lot of things going on in the world where that would be very understandable and normal. But yeah, just know that they're not, how do I say this, affecting you at this moment. They haven't manifested yet. And so you have the power still. And I feel like a really powerful way when this card shows up to bring yourself back is to just remember that in this moment, in this very moment, if you're watching this especially, you're okay. You're safe. So, you know, let that kind of pull you back and ease your mind just a little. And then do the things that help you feel more in your body and less in your mind. So whether that's going for a walk or working out or even eating like a really nutritious meal, that could bring you back into your body. So just remember, in this moment, you are okay. Everything is okay in this moment. Don't worry about, this card shows up a lot when we're worrying about the future and what could go wrong. And sometimes even the past, but this is more so the future. You can't know the future, actually, to some extent, you know, but you can only know your free will. And that definitely comes into it, and your intention. And so, and your power lies in the present moment. So in this moment, you are fine and you're safe. If you say that a couple times to yourself and just take a couple of deep breaths, I promise you'll feel better. So, let me put water signs. All right. Oh, and okay, is that going to be our air sign? It's a reversal. I want to see. I want to shuffle a little bit more. Doesn't seem fair. June 18th. Okay, June 18th. Oh my goodness. So that's coming up. That is actually, wow, the fact that you caught this video, girl, that is when the new moon in Gemini is, June 18th. Am I right? Yes. This Sunday at 12:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when the new moon in Gemini is. So it depends what time you, no. You're a Gemini. Wow. Okay, so we're going to do your card right now. So air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here we go. Let's see. Let's do a card for you. This is upright. I'm going to try to get upright cards, but we'll see. We'll see what they want to do. All right. It says I have one person live. I wonder if that's true, if there's like 3 people here. The technologies. Who knows? Okay. But Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oof. Okay. Shuffle them one more time. Oop, what happened there? Oh. Okay, I'm going to note that card. One flipped over. We'll see if it wants to pop out in a second. Final shuffle here. Okay. Here we go. Oh, too many cards. Oh no. Okay. Whoa, that was wild. Okay. 9. And then we have of Pentacles. Okay. They don't say the thing here, so I have to look at it for a second. Oh, that's a beautiful card. 9 of Pentacles is a gorgeous energy. So let's get into it. I just wanted to show you all first what it looks like. I don't think I'm good at doing it both on YouTube and Instagram. So I am sorry, Sunshine. Hope you're still out there and enjoying. All right. So 9 of Pentacles could talk about having your own business, which, I mean, if I'm not wrong, don't you, Christina? So that's really cool. And if you don't, starting one, it's an entrepreneurial card. And it also talks about like kind of a feeling of wealth and abundance. And 9 is very independent energy. It's really interesting. The last 2 signs, water and air, have this 9 energy, which talks about coming close to the end of a journey. And then also, what was I going to say? I almost lost my words. Oh, yes, this independent energy of like self-sufficiency, I would say. And this is just like a beautiful being, like abundant within the self is what I would say. And a lot of times that can show up in your career and even in your health and just your general energy. So that's really great. What I would say is if you feel good, definitely spread that energy, because I feel like, especially if you know a water sign who's stressing out. But yes, spread that energy, be that source of abundance. Let people see that, because it's really inspiring. So that's a beautiful energy of independence and, probably owning your own company or having something that you're strongly passionate about, just you, and it's like yours, So that's great. That's beautiful energy. All right. Well, that's all the cards I have for you today. I'm just going to pull one more card for the collective from the messages from the mermaids. So this is for everybody again. All right. And again, if you're not already subscribed on my YouTube channel, I'm also Cards and Coffee with Janine over there. So definitely please do that and turn on the notifications. And I'm trying to gain enough momentum, because I really do feel like my videos are a little longer, so they should be on YouTube, maybe, I don't know, to see if that's a thing that I should do. So let me know. I know it's probably going to be slow to start, but we'll see what happens. All right. So I'm going to just do one more oracle card for the collective to just guide us into this new moon. And please take whatever message resonates, and whatever doesn't, don't worry about it. It's not for you. These are general readings. If you would like a personal reading, direct message me on my Instagram, Cards and Coffee with Janine. Direct message me there, set one up, and we can do that. But all right, here we go. This is just for the collective. This new moon in Gemini. Collective. Beautiful. Can't make this up. This is why I like doing live videos. Decisions. So if you were here for the earlier part of the video, my earth signs and my fire signs got big decision-making energy here. So this really plays into that. And the overall energy, I would say, is that of standing in our strength and making the decision to be who we are and not be afraid to show the world. Let me just not confuse the order they came out. So with the Strength card in the Hierophant, this is the courage and bravery, and this is us kind of sitting in our truth against maybe things that go against what society views as normal or traditional. For me, I think Pride Month, because I'm a part of that community, but it can be anything. Don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly high, peace and love, but you be you, All right, so what are we making a decision with here? What do we need to know here with this card? It's beautiful. Oh my God, I love mermaids. I love mermaids so much. Love it. Okay, so let's read from the guidebook, and then I will close the circle and release the guides and guardians, and let's see. Decisions. Here we go. I'm just going to hold the card up like that and read to you. Decisions. It's time to make an important decision. Consider your choices carefully, then act. You might be pleasantly surprised by the outcome. Pondering her options, this mermaid knows she can swim in any direction, and the choice is ultimately hers. She knows her decision could affect others, so she spends some time thinking carefully about everything before she commits to a positive course of action. Oops. Oh, I forgot to turn my phone on vibrate. 1 second. It's easy to procrastinate when it comes to making important decisions in life. We never really know how destiny will manifest as a result of our choices. Dude, everything I was talking about. Cool. If you're finding it difficult to come to an important decision, it would be wise to consult the oracle using one of the more in-depth spreads and or a trusted friend who has your best interest at heart. Speaking with a counselor might shed some light on the matter for you too. This card could also be telling you that someone you know is having to make a difficult decision, and they may require your wisdom and advice. If this is the case, ask the person to list all the pros and cons of their options, then work through the decision-making process together in a methodical way. Oh gosh, I just had like a funny flashback of that Friends episode where Ross does that about Rachel. Don't do it on paper. If you're making this list, I don't know. Yeah. I just had that flashback. Okay. So pros and cons, but that's fair. You know what? Do it on paper, but then if you don't want anyone else to see it, shred it. Okay. If this is the case, ask the person to list all the pros and cons of their options, then work through the decision-making process together in a methodical way. Try to keep any strong emotions at bay during this time, as it will help them or you to see things more clearly. When this card appears in a reading with the contemplation or hope cards, the meanings of both cards are amplified. Any decision you make can have a very happy outcome, so stay positive and look on the bright side. Trust in your destiny. All is well. Wow, perfect card to come out and finish our reading. I love it so much. Let me put this over here. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. If you want to just roll your shoulders back, I know I'm constantly having to do this and improve my posture. Oh, a random card fell. Hold on 1 second. Oh, that's weird. Where? Oh, that is so weird, guys. This card was just like fell. What is this card? 8 of Pentacles. This is weird. Okay, somebody's dealing with some sort of relationship thing, I guess, because that woman is dressed as a bride, and this ghost looks like he's like presiding over the wedding. Oh, and she looks like she's like hammering on something that looks like a gravestone. Wow, this could just be talking about lessons, because the 8 of Pentacles talks about like craftsmanship and honing our skills. This just could talk about lessons that we've learned in love, interestingly enough, even though it's the 8 of Pentacles and not the 8 of Cups, and how we've mastered relationships at this point, probably through having to release some heavy stuff in the past. Wow. Interesting. So continue to hone that. I mean, that's an endless cycle. You're never like, even when you're the master of something, you're still like the student, you know? So continue to hone your ability to communicate and to release that stuff from the past, to continue to master the art of relationships, which is a lifelong journey. So, wow, that's just a really interesting random card. I'm going to place it there. Goodness. All right, here we go. Now we're officially gonna, like, the other cards are like up here at the top of my table, so I don't know how that happened, but all right. We're gonna officially release the circle and guides and guardians. So here we go. Guides and guardians of the spirit element, thank you so much for being there today. Thank you for guiding us through this new moon in Gemini. Thank you for helping us to see all the signs and synchronicities we need to that will serve the highest good of all and our highest good, and lead us to a positive outcome and a decision that is aligned with our true purpose and destiny. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the north element of earth, thank you for continuing to keep us protected and safe during this new moon in Gemini. And thank you for keeping us calm as well as we move forward on our soul path. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the west element of water, thank you for helping us to feel into our heart space and to navigate it with grace and compassion for ourselves and others, while being able to see the truth of our heart and what our heart is trying to tell us to have courage with when it comes to ourself and our passions. Allow compassionate energy to flow from within us. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the south element of fire, thank you for showing us what our passions and desires are and allowing us to burn away all that no longer serves us in this moment. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the east element of air, thank you for being there to show us the way forward in this moment and in the coming days. Thank you for showing us what exists in the here and now. And thank you for giving us clarity and peace of mind along with that clarity, that the truth does set us free. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. I release all guides and guardians of love and light. And with that, the circle is open. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Ho, so it is. All right, everyone. Thank you for staying till the end. I really, really appreciate it. And I will talk to you all very soon. Love and light, y'all. All right, let me see here.